So you got to think about, what is it that I need to do to create the characteristics and the traits of somebody that accomplishes one of these goals? So take a look at one of your goals right now, or think about it in your head. Are you that type of person right now that's going to be able to help you create that goal and achieve it? And if you're not, no problem. Guess what? You just get to become that person. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your final episode of 2020. Can you believe it? We have done over 100 episodes of the It Takes Grit podcast. So first of all, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your reviews. Thank you for sharing it. I really do appreciate you so much. And what we're going to go through today is goal setting. Yes, I know that we do this every year, but every year I want to learn more about how to create the best goals, how to implement them, and how to crush them. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today, is goal setting and planning for 2021. If you've never done goal setting before, or maybe you've done a little bit, but you're not quite sure how to do it, I'm literally going to take you through every single step. And just before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the Inner Transformation Program, because I'm getting lots of questions about it, and I'm also seeing so many people who are just jacked up and excited to do it in January. So if you've not already got signed up, we are going to have a 70% discount up until, all right, the last point, and then it's going to go to full price for the beginning of the year. So we get started on the 1st of January. It's kind of like the prep time. So officially start on the 4th of January, right? But we're going to give you a little bit of time to prep between the 1st and the 4th of January. So that's when you'll get all of the content and you'll get your workbook. You won't get every single workbook throughout the 4 weeks. You'll just get your first one, because don't want to overload you with information. So if you are looking for change, if you're looking to grow, personal growth, personal development, and you just kind of want to walk through a program that's going to help you get to where you are right now to where you want to go and bridge the gap, this Inner Transformation Program is going to help you get there. If you just check out some of the amazing testimonials from the one that we did in October, you will know how impactful it was. And so do not miss out. I do not want anybody to miss out on this, because it will change your life, okay? It sounds like it's crazy, but it will make a huge difference for going into 2021. And if you've got like areas of your life that are just crushing it, amazing. I am just super excited for you. And if there's areas in your life that you want to improve, that's what we're going to look at. So we're going to look at every single area of your life: finances, your career, your relationships, your friendships, your personal health, all of the different areas, and get them all to a 10, or at least a place where you know how to get yourself into that peak state and number 10. So super excited for that. It's the best way to start the year. Honestly, it's just going to be completely transformative. We have weekly calls as well, lots of interaction. It really is just, you do as much as you can. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in, you can do it as much or as little as you like. And then I do want to say a massive shout out to everybody who's been on our Team Fearless calls. We had the most amazing call, one of the ones that we ended our year with. We were emotional, we were crying. If you were on the call, then you know what I mean. Like, there was tears, there was laughter, there was excitement, there was gratitude. And I just am so amazed at how our team has had massive impact this year, and the growth that we have seen within our community and what we've been able to provide for each other and our clients and members. So shout out to everybody in Team Fearless. If you're like, I don't even know what Team Fearless is, but it sounds really cool, you're right, it is really freaking cool. Just head on over to rebecca-louise.com and click on the careers section, and you can find out a little bit about what it is that we do and how you can get involved. You don't need any qualifications, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what your results are. All that matters is that you want to make a difference in your life and other people's life as well. So, okay, let's take a deep breath in together. Inhale through your nose and exhale out everything. All right, let's get fired up. So, first of all, when we're looking at planning our life, we have short-term and we have long-term goals. But we want to reflect back at looking at the growth that we have already had in 2020. So I want you to close your eyes and think about every single workout that you've been on, every single post that you've seen in our Facebook community, every single transformation that you've seen, every single person that was in the Inner Transformation Program, every single meditation that we've been on, the live event, the book, the events, the Girl Gang Retreat, Scottsdale, Arizona, all of these things, right? Just close your eyes and just let all of the things that have happened to you this year that are amazing flash before you. That's it. So just close your eyes. If you're driving right now, just look straight out in front and think of all of the things. Maybe if you've got a pen and paper, you want to jot these down as well. But when I look back over 2020, so much has happened. So much has changed. So much in the world has changed, let alone my own life. But what has happened for you? Where were you this time last year? Where were you in December 2019? Where were you? And all of the things that have happened to you this year. It's amazing, right? And it starts to make you smile. And it makes you start to realize, wow, I have done so much. And it might make you realize, wow, I actually just sat on things and I waited for things to happen instead of going out there and chasing them. And that's what reflecting back on the year is all about. It's not about judging yourself. It's just about learning. Hey, where did I do so great? Where were you amazing? Where did you keep showing up all of the time? Where was it that you made a commitment to do something? And then where were there areas where you progressed? Where were the areas that you grew? And then look at the things that maybe didn't advance as much as you thought they would. And let's think about why. Did we hang up too much about finding out the answer to something, try to figure something out instead of just doing it? Did we spend too much time watching the news and moaning and complaining about things that are going on rather than just living out our life? And you do not want to judge yourself. Do not judge yourself for anything that happened in 2020, because all of these things that happen to us are simply learning experiences. They're not mistakes. They're just learning experiences. And that's why it's so key. It is so key to reflect back and say, wow, what did I do great? And what do I want to improve on? Not, well, I did this great and I sucked at this and I was super terrible. No, okay, I didn't like what I did there. I didn't like the behavior that I was in. I didn't like how I was acting. I didn't like my attitude. But that's okay. I can change it. I can change my attitude. I can change something. So don't be mad at yourself or resentful or angry at why you didn't do something. Just learn from it, because that's all these things are. And look, every single day, every single month, every single year, I always learn more things about the previous year. About, oh my goodness, and you can say to yourself, well, I wish I did this, and I wish I did this, and I wish I did. No, don't just wish that it. Say, great, I didn't realize how important that was. I didn't realize how much it affected me that I didn't commit to this program. Or I can't believe that, I didn't spend as much time with my family as I wanted to. And go, wow, I realized that. It's a great realization when you have things like that. When you feel like you're mad at yourself, all it is a realization that's showing you how much you want something. And if you're not even mad about something that you didn't do, it clearly isn't that important. So when you look back and you go, wow, why didn't I do this? Or why didn't I do this? Or I wish I did this. It's just showing you that that is something that is important to you. So write that down. Write that down, and that's what's going to help you in planning for next year. All right? So write down a list of all of the things that you did. Even if it was I showed up for live workouts, I showed up for this, I went here, I did this, I started a new course, like whatever it was. All of the things that you did in 2020, and celebrate them. Celebrate. Do a little dance party, get yourself moving. And then next to it, write down all of the areas that you grew. All of the areas in life that you grew, that you had more personal development, that you morphed into something even more than you were in 2019. Like I'm sitting here right now, a completely different person in areas of my life than I was in 2019. I have more clarity, I have a bigger vision for the future, and I have certainty about what it is that I want for the beginning of 2021 and forwards. I'm very, very clear. Last year, there was a few things that I was uncertain about, that I didn't know, that I wasn't sure, that I couldn't see. And I'm not mad at myself for that. I'm just proud of myself for doing the work this year to help me get to that place. So look back about all of the amazing things that you've done. You've got to write this down. This is so important in goal setting. If you miss this part, right, it's not going to help you for next year and then forwards and on and on and on to each year to come. So write down all of those amazing things that have happened to you this year and where you've grown. Where is it that you have grown? How are you different? How have you grown from 2019 all the way through to 2020? Okay, so now let's get into the goal session part. How to actually structure and create your goals. So we have short-term and long-term goals. So what do you want in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, and in 10 years, okay? And look, sometimes the 10-year goal is a hard one to really grasp. But how I do it is instead of just thinking 10 years, I go, okay, how old will I be in 10 years? I'm going to be 42. What do I want my life to look like at the age of 42? And maybe it's going to be easier for you to break it down. So in 5 years, how old will you be? And what do you want your life to look like at that age? Because when we say, oh my goodness, like a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, like, oh my goodness, I don't know. But when you look at your age and you say, where do I want to be for this age in my life? Do I want to be married? Do I want to have kids? Do I want to have a business? You want to retire your parents. What are the things that you want to do by that age? And I just feel like that's an easier way to think about it, right? Instead of go, oh my goodness, like in 10 years time, like I don't know, but what age will you be in 10 years time? And what is it the life that you want there? So next step what you have to do is you've got to write them all down. You've got to write every single goal that you have for the 3, the 5, the 1, the 10-year goals, right? 1, 3, 5, and 10. All of those goals, write them down as big as a list as you can possibly imagine. And then you want to put the goal next to the year. What year is it going to be that you're going to achieve that by? Is it something that's going to be done in the 10-year span? Or is it something that's going to be done in the 1-year span? Like you have to write down exactly which of those categories of the goals fit into where. And just be free with it. So many people spend so much time planning their vacations. They plan their holidays, they plan their vacations, and it's just a 2-week trip. And they spend so long doing it. And they don't spend the same amount of time planning their life. So what are you doing? Are you going to take this time between Christmas and New Year and just sit down for an hour and plan out your life? I know it seems like, wow, this is a lot, this is overwhelming, there's so many things, but it's going to be fun. We have to see that vision so close to us. Like I was saying last week with Luke Wren, right? That vision. How close is that vision to your face? Are you letting other people come in? Are you spending time thinking about what it is that you want? Not what other people want, not what other people think that you should have, but what is it that you want at your core? And if you're like, you know what, I'm doing this for my friends, I'm doing this for my family, but you're not moving, you're not doing the do, it means that those things aren't the big enough why. And as we lead into this next thing, like, why do you want each of these goals? Write down next to the goal. Okay, you got to get a pen and paper out. You got to spend time doing this. Write the notes right here, and then you're going to go and spend an hour doing this. I promise you, it's going to get you excited. It's going to get you fired up for the future, and it's going to get you helping you find that burning desire and live the most extraordinary life. You can get to live that life, but you have to plan it. You have to figure out what it is that you want. And so next to each of those things, I want you to figure out, why is it that you want these things? Why do you want the house that looks across the ocean? Why do you want to retire your parents? Why do you want to create this? Why do you want to go to this place in the world? Why do you want to have this experience? Why? Because when the why is there, the how is easy. It's so easy for me to get up every single day and do what I need to do because I have a very clear goal and vision of what I want. First thing, I wanted to live in a house where I could invite as many people over as I wanted and to be able to just enjoy a place where everybody can feel connected. I wanted to be able to retire my parents. That was one thing that was super important for me, and it drove me every day. It became a habit. My work ethic, and I do work, crazy hours, but I love it. And I'm programmed to doing it because my goals and my vision is so strong, and I'm so certain in what it is that I want, that all of the other things just fall into place because nothing else matters apart from what I need to do on a daily basis to help me reach those goals, because I'm emotionally connected. I'm emotionally connected to making that happen. So how will you feel when you reach each of these things? You know what it is that you want, you know why you want it, but how is it going to make you feel inside? How is that accomplishment going to make you move and feel and just burst with pride? How is that going to make you feel? The amount of times I have visualized things in my life that I've actually got emotional thinking about. Like, I've had tears coming down my face at the thought of some of these things that I want to accomplish or wanted to accomplish actually come true. And when you are so emotionally connected to that, your habit becomes doing what you need to do to help you get there. And that's why just dreaming so big. Everything is possible, my friends. If you're sat there going, well, it's all right for you and these people can do it. No, they just decided. I just decided to get up every single day and make it happen, right? We did lives. We did 12 days of lives. I got up at 6 a.m. every day and I'm ready to do a live workout at 7 a.m. I committed to it. I could have done it every other day. I could have done 2 lives, but no, it's a 12-day giveaway. Everybody does 12 days. Okay, great. What's the best time to do it on YouTube for your audience? I looked it up and it said 7 a.m. Is it between 7 and 8 a.m.? And I went with the 7 a.m. It's just a decision. All it was a simple decision to say, I am going to do this. I'm going to do it to the max. I'm going to give it 20% more. And I'm going to do it at the right time. And look, there's nothing different about me to you. I'm just deciding to not take the easy route, because the easy route isn't going to last. But the easy route is going to come afterwards. Don't take the easy option every single time. Because I'm telling you that when you take sometimes the more challenging option, the one that gets you outside your comfort zone, the one that might not fit perfectly curated into your day, it's actually the one that's going to help you the most in the long term. And I don't even have to get up at that time in the morning and do it. I don't even need to, right? But I do, because I want to create the next level of my life, and I love providing value. I love doing it. I'm now so programmed into doing what I do that it becomes natural. And that's what's going to happen to you when you just keep on going, when you get up every day and you strive towards your purpose, you strive towards your passion and your goals. That's why this is all about creating those goals, writing them down. Your 1, your 3, your 5, your 10-year goals. What does it look like? How are you going to feel? And why is that important to you? Okay? So why do you want to achieve those goals? It's got to be so clear in your mind. And all it is having daily conversations with yourself about what it is that you want and how hard you're willing to work to get it. And it's not necessarily, it has to be a grind and a hard work. And sometimes it is going to be a little bit of that, right? But enjoy the process. Enjoy creating these goals, visualizing what it's going to feel like to have them, and then taking the right action steps to making it happen. All right? And then as we close this out, you've got your goals, right? So we've done a great thing. We've done an amazing session today. You guys are doing incredible, but make sure that you're writing this down. You have to go away and spend an hour doing this. Recap on the 2020 goals that you had. Who was the person that you became? Think of all of those proud moments that you have. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I just close my eyes and I just have all of these incredible flashbacks of the community and events and things that we did. It was just it was mind-blowing. No matter what was going on in the rest of the world, we made sure that we were connected and that we were still striving towards our goals. So that's what you want to do, is reflect back on all of those amazing things. Okay? First thing, reflect. What is your word for 2020? Where did you grow? What was the lessons that you had? Get super creative with it. Draw everything, big bits of paper. Get your family to do it. Get your spouse to do it. Get your partner to do it with you. And then you're setting your goals. You're setting your goals for the future and you're getting yourself excited. Because without vision, what? We perish. Gotta have vision. Gotta have excitement. You know, leaders have vision for their organization, for their people, for their team. Have you got vision for you and your friends and your family? I love casting vision. And I'm not just a talker, I'm a doer. But when you start to talk about it, you become a doer because you become accountable to all of these people that you've then just created this vision for. So I am creating this big vision because I see it so clearly and I want other people to come along with me. So what is the vision that you are not only creating for yourself, but you're creating for your friends and your family and your spouse? Are you creating a fun vision for your partner? Are you saying to your partner on a daily basis, oh my goodness, I can't wait for us to do this together, and I can't wait for us to do this, and I can't wait for us to do this? Are you? Because if you're not, I don't know how exciting that life would be. If you're not saying, I can't wait until we move into this house, and we go into this vacation, we have this kind of boat, and we do this together, and we have this family, right? Without that excitement and vision, you're not going to be a very exciting person to be around. I'm going to be honest. You've got to keep casting a vision for yourself and the people around you. So when was the last time that you told yourself, oh my goodness, we're going to go do this, we're going to do this, and then you told your partner that this is what's going to happen as well? I'm telling you, if you cast a vision for your partner, for your spouse, for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, right? Anybody that you're in close proximity with, you're going to get them excited. And you want to be that leader. So what is the vision that you're casting for yourself? And what is the vision that you are casting for your people that you are hanging around? Okay? And as we close out, you've got that vision. You've got to think about, write this down. Who do you need to become? Who do you need to become to get these goals that you want? Who is it that you have to become? And I remember someone always telling me that you have to become the millionaire first before you become a millionaire. I was like, what does that mean? It means you have to do the work of a millionaire. You have to be a millionaire before you see the money hit your bank account. Because you have to be the type of person that gets $1 million. So if you have a big goal, what is the type of person and the traits and the characteristics that are needed to achieve that goal? What is it that you need? Because without that, you're going to stay the same. And it's okay to be aware and alert. Okay, so some of these things I need to learn. I need to work on these traits. You can look at somebody who's, lost 100 pounds. Amazing. What traits, characteristics did they have that I would need if I wanted to lose 100 pounds, if that's what you need to do? Or, hey, this person created this side hustle and now they're making X amount of money. What are the characteristics and the traits of that person? Study that person. Who are they? What do they need to become? So that you can have that as well. So you got to think about, what is it that I need to do to create the characteristics and the traits of somebody that accomplishes one of these goals? So take a look at one of your goals right now, or think about it in your head. Are you that type of person right now that's going to be able to help you create that goal and achieve it? And if you're not, no problem. Guess what? You just get to become that person. Because you will get your goals when you become the person that you need to be to get that goal. It's as simple as that. If you want to achieve something, you have to have the traits and the characteristics of the people that have already achieved it so that you can achieve it as well. Very, very simple. And then what are the things that you need to let go of? What are the traits, characteristics that are holding you back from reaching these goals? The 1 year, 5 year, 3 year, 10-year goals. What are the traits that are holding you back in creating that? What are they? Because when you are aware of that, it's your first step into getting outside your comfort zone and making the progress that you need to make to crush those goals. So yes, you can have all of these goals written down, and you can have an action plan and a step-by-step guide of the action steps that you have to take. But remember, to be better, you've got to become better. For things to change, you have to change. So if you want a different goal that may be just a little bit outside of your reach, who do you get to become so that you can get that goal? And I'm telling you that as long as you work on yourself and you create the characteristics that you need, that is going to be the most important into crushing and helping you get those goals. So with that being said, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale everything out. And remember that you have all of those traits and characteristics inside of you. You just need to tap into them to bring it out. And the more time that you spend trying to shut them down and not letting them flourish and just not doing the work that you need to do to have it, you're going to look back again and you're going to say, I wish I just went for it. No one ever says, I wish I didn't go for it. Nobody ever says that. So make this a line in the sand today, that you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to do the work that I need to do to get to where I want to be. Very, very simple. What is it that I need to do on a daily basis? What are the action steps I have to take to create my momentum? What are the people and the traits and the people I need to hang around with and the traits that I need to duplicate? And remember, if you just look at the successful people, they say success leaves clues. And it does, because you can learn those traits and characteristics from other people. It's not rocket science. It's not a secret. It's very obvious. It's out there. You can just look at successful people and see, how are they? How do they act? Who are they? What do they become? And then you're going to be able to help you get to the next level of where you want to be. Because each and every one of us has the power inside of us to get to where we want to be. We just have to commit to making it happen and realizing how we're going to feel when we reach there, why we're doing it, and be really clear with our goals and our timeline. All right. I am excited to hear some of your goals, some of your visions for the future. So make sure that you tag me at the It Takes Grit podcast on Instagram. Maybe if you want to leave a review, that would be amazing, just as a little extra Christmas present to us here who help put the podcast on. But we really do wish you a very happy new year, and get together with your friends, with your family, and set the goals as a team. Set your goals, first of all, just you, and then bring people into your vision. We've got some amazing things planned for 2021. I mean, like, we're going all out. We're creating fun and momentum and community and team. And if you want to be part of that, well, we're going to be right here. But stay close to the fire. Stay close to the fire of what's moving, what's going on. Keep checking in with yourself. You've got this. You're here for a reason. And I'm just so honored to be part of this community with you. I love you so much. Make sure that you go give a review wherever that you are listening, watching, if you've enjoyed even just one episode in 2020. I love you so much. Happy New Year. And I can't wait to see you set and crush your goals. Love you guys. See you next week. Mwah.